My girlfriend disappeared without a word, only to return pregnant. When I wouldn't listen to her justifications, she lashed out, and now she's doing everything she can to wreck my life. 26M, and I've been dating my girlfriend, 25F, for 1 year. We met at a book cafe where I've been a regular for the past 7 to 8 years. I've always been socially awkward and have very few friends. 5 years ago, my dad's business went bankrupt, and we lost everything. I had to drop out of college and move back home to help my parents. In my previous relationship, my girlfriend cheated on me with my best friend. Most of my friend group supported them and asked me to forgive them, but I cut them all off. Now, I only have 2 very good friends left. One of them is Uma, a 24-year-old female who has been with me through a lot. We've known each other for 10 years. For the past month, my girlfriend has been acting differently. She hasn't been answering my texts or calls as much, and her behavior has changed. I wanted to surprise her with a pair of shoes she always wanted but never asked for because they were too expensive. I saved up for 3 months to buy them. She works as a bartender at a bar, so I went there around 11 p.m., just before it closed for the night. The waitress knows me, as I sometimes go there to pick her up from her shift. I asked the waitress, Rachel, if she had seen my girlfriend, and she told me that my girlfriend was fired 2 weeks ago after the boss caught her having sex with some guy. I called her, and she picked up. When I asked her why she did this to me, she just said, sorry, and that was it. I asked to meet and talk, but she told me it wasn't a good idea. We were together for a year, and she doesn't even want to meet. I've been staying at a friend's place for the past few days. I can't sleep or think properly. I really don't know what to do. I can't return the shoes since they were custom made from a 120-year-old shop. I'm stuck with them. Some people suggested I should expose her publicly to family and friends on social media, tag her in a post, and say we're over because she was cheating on me. But I don't want to make things worse since I still need to get my things from her, and I'm planning on doing my master's at the same college she's going to. I don't want to make a mess. Update, a week later, I contacted her through a mutual friend to get some of my stuff back, like my tablet and a few other things. I asked her to drop everything off at a cafe we used to visit often since I know the manager there. It wasn't a big deal. When I went to pick up my things, she was there waiting for me. She wanted to talk, but I just wanted to get my things and leave, so I told her there was nothing left to say. She started crying and begged me to listen. It turns out the man was her ex-fiancé, something she never told me. Her parents have been pushing for them to get back together for a while. Hearing this, I felt my heart break, and I just walked away. She called me a coward for leaving without hearing her out. In that moment, I said some things I don't regret, and she was left crying. I don't know how to feel now, and I don't have anyone to talk to. My friends are out of state for work, one will be back on the 19th, and we're meeting on the 20th. I hope she likes the shoes I got her and that they fit. At least something good might come from all this. I'm trying to focus on work to get through this, but I think my mom senses something is wrong. This is only my second relationship, and I've been cheated on in both. I can't help but feel like something is wrong with me. Edit, I got my stuff back, but most of it is ruined. My cashmere sweater, which was white, now has blue patches, and the display on my tablet is cracked. The repair cost is so high that it's better to buy a new one. That sweater meant a lot to me. It was a gift from an old friend who passed away. Update 2. A lot has happened since I last posted. After getting my stuff back from her, most of it damaged, I was determined to cut ties. I've been trying to process everything and move forward, but on the 14th, something happened that brought everything back. Every Saturday night, we used to go to this Chinese restaurant. I've loved this place since I was a kid, and the staff and manager know me well. While I was having dinner, she showed up with this guy, looking so happy, and it hit me hard. I can't quite describe it, but I just needed to get out of there. I asked Sarah, the waitress, to pack my order to go. As I was leaving, the guy approached me to talk, but I wasn't interested and ended up saying a lot of things I'd been holding back. My ex then slapped me and hit me with a plate. The manager called the cops, and I ended up needing stitches. My face was bleeding from a cut caused by her slap. This all feels like a nightmare. The guy later came to the hospital to apologize, but I just want this all to be over. Update 3, a lot has happened in the last couple of days. Her father reached out to me and wanted to meet and talk. I consulted with my lawyer and decided to meet with him in a cafe, but I brought my lawyer with me. We met on Sunday, and he was there with her mom. I got straight to the point. They wanted me to take a paternity test when it was possible, as her present boyfriend wants to be sure the kid is his before moving forward with the relationship. I agreed, as I'm sure the kid isn't mine. I also informed them about what I heard from her coworker regarding why she lost her job. Her mother started crying. I felt bad for them. They just arrived from her home country last Friday and now have to deal with her mess. About her, she somehow reached out to the boyfriend of my best friend and told him that I have feelings for my best friend and a lot of other stuff. He wants my best friend to stop talking to me, and she has asked me for some space. I have stopped talking to her, as I don't want to create problems for her. I'm left alone dealing with everything. I'm lucky I didn't know that she was pregnant. I found out at the restaurant when we were shouting at each other. I think her dad's here because I'm suing her. I see her as my sister. That's not the type of feelings your ex made it sound like. Yeah, she's always been the sister I never had. I've met all her boyfriends, and they never had any problem with our friendship. I don't want to hurt her relationship with my drama. Why can't the new boyfriend take a paternity test to make sure he's the dad? I don't see how she's ghosting you. She keeps showing up everywhere you are. I would only take a test if it turns out he isn't the father. Maybe there was more than just one guy she was cheating with. I would have pressed charges against her, and she would be paying my medical bills. I have no idea, I'm not in contact with them. Her friends tried to reach out to me, but I hung up on them. I don't want to know what's happening with them. I am definitely pressing charges. Her nails dug in pretty badly, and it will leave a mark on my right cheek. Final update, my lawyer met with her dad's lawyer on the 10th, and they agreed to cover all my medical bills and some other expenses. Despite this, I feel like something in me broke. After reading so many stories on this subreddit, I realize I can't seem to trust anyone anymore. Last night, I went drinking with a couple of friends who were back from college. I ended up hooking up with a girl, but when things started to get intimate, I couldn't go through with it. I went soft, and it was embarrassing. It feels like she broke something in me, and now I don't know what to do or how to fix myself.